I got my first mountain bike 3 years ago, around the same time that my husband and I started trying to have a baby. My name's Delaney, and I've been into bikes for my entire adult life, from riding with my friends, working as a mechanic, to bicycle advocacy. But mountain biking changed everything for me. At first, I actually thought I could time a pregnancy so that I would miss the least possible amount of biking. Like, pregnant in July meant I could get back on the bike by the next June. But it didn't happen, and it didn't happen, and it kept on not happening. Until January 2021, when I got the best news of my life. I was finally pregnant. It was terrible mountain biking timing. I would miss the whole spring and summer, but I was obviously happy to put the bike away. I had other stuff to do now. I was going to be a mom. In March, we went for the first ultrasound. It was still mid-pandemic, so I had to go into the appointment alone. The midwife then delivered the worst news of my life. I was pregnant, but the fetus was no longer developing. I would have to have an abortion. "Can you check again?" I asked. I had to then walk out of that room and try to find the words to explain to my husband. I think it was the loneliest moment of my life. I couldn't face my bike, and I hated the fact that I all of a sudden had my season back. A month later, just as life was starting to get back to normal, I got a brand new worst news of my life. My husband was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer and would start aggressive chemotherapy within a week. We weren't done processing our most recent loss. How the hell were we supposed to deal with cancer? It was all just really sad. My life quickly became consumed with all of the things that come along with caring for a sick person. Everything from appointments to giving injections to making sure we had the right flavored Gatorade at home. My husband got really sick really fast. He lost a bunch of weight, he lost his hair, and he lost his usual sparkle. In a way, I was relieved not to be pregnant. I kept working, but I had the added responsibility of being a full-time caregiver. The night nurses did most of the medical stuff, but I was cooking, cleaning, and probably hardest of all, constantly trying to lighten the mood. I didn't really leave his side. I didn't think I was allowed to. I obviously wasn't biking. I felt like I was drowning, so I started seeing a therapist. She told me, "Delaney, not only do you have to keep riding, you're allowed to keep riding." So I rode. I rode all summer, starting that day. Because of COVID and the chemo, I had to be really careful not to bring any germs home, and I had to choose just one friend to ride with. But we met up every week, 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Sometimes we didn't really talk. One time we had to stop so I could just cry. I rode because it was life-affirming, even though death had been creeping in all around me since March. And I was allowed to. I was allowed to feel the strength that comes with mountain biking, even when my husband was at his weakest. I was allowed to take a couple hours to just think about the trail in front of me, to escape that shame and anger that comes along with pregnancy loss. You know that thing about put your oxygen mask on before helping others? I don't always think that message is aimed at us, at women. We aren't encouraged to help ourselves first. I think what I learned this year, and what I hope other women can take from my experience, is that to be a good support to my family, I had to first figure out how to be a good support to myself. As stupid and trivial as it sounds, biking is a huge part of that for me. Summer's over and it's October now, the month the baby would have been born. But I have a new best news of my life. My husband is healthy and cancer-free. Along the way, I started thinking of this summer as the bonus season. It was a season that I first thought I would miss out on, and for the best reason. Then it became a season that I resented being able to come back to. But in the end, I realized that the time I spent riding my bike this summer was that special, extra, bonus thing that really saved me.